Guys, Romie here, so please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 4, Episode 4. Got swag? No. Now, the episode starts off with, side note, next week's review for this won't be up until the following week because I will be taking a vacation. God, so good, I'll be taking a vacation. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. Now that that's out of the way, it starts off with Masika. Hey, nice to meet ya. Nice to see you. It's been a while. But again, it looks like she's going to be picking and choosing who she's going to be filming with, kind of like on a Jocelyn tip. So she has this new guy. His name is Mr. Ray. And Mr. Ray is going to go and help her coordinate this launch party for her lip line. And she's talking about who she will be inviting, who she won't be inviting. Zell may or may not be on the list. She kind of doesn't want to invite him. Mr. Ray says, yes, let's invite him. I'll be responsible for him. Because Mr. Ray and Zell, they have their own personal issues. But he was like, oh, if you're friends with him. But, oh, you're not really? Oh, okay, then. I'm thinking, all right, let's get to the mess a little bit later. Don't know how I feel about Mr. Ray yet. Then it gets to Moniz, Nia, and they invite Cisco over. So first, they apologize and say, you know, we really weren't there to attack you. We truly were there to apologize for how we were coming off. That's not what we were trying to do. But we need to know what your intentions are with our girl, because old girl, as in Tia Marie, she has a problem. She has a drinking problem. Now, I don't think that she just loves alcohol. I really think it's a situation where she drinks to cope, which is a huge problem. Huge issue. It's always debatable as far as how bad it is, but there is a problem. So that does need to be handled. We've been trying to do this for a couple of seasons now. And Cisco's now getting wrapped up into this. He's saying that when he was in New York, they were fine. They were turning out, but it didn't look crazy to him. I'm thinking, you're sure you really could call it the signs? But apparently he can, from what we find out a little bit later. What's going on is that he's saying, you know what? You're her friend, so you really think this is the best route? You really think you should be doing this? So they said, look, we love her. Whether you're in her life or not, do you think you can handle this? I'm thinking Cisco does not want this type of drama. Cisco looks like the type where his life, and we know that his early life was filled with mess. So he's probably trying to dial it back and just have some normalcy. Unfortunately, he's not going to get that right now. So if that's what he really wants, then he's going to have to exit stage left. But he's saying, oh, he's committed. Well, Niece is looking at him like, yeah, we'll see how long you're committed. Either way, we're going to help her regardless if it's going to involve you or not. Brooke is going and she meets up with Booby. Her and Booby are having a conversation because Brooke lets it be known that Marcus ain't ish. Marcus is going, doing this and that with this and that. And she's over it. She find out, oh, the paralegal that's supposed to be helping him get divorced, she's actually the side, or maybe she was the main since he's known her for longer. And you can't deny that Brooke and Booby, they definitely have chemistry, and they have a whole lot of it. So right now Booby's saying, well, you know, Marcus, you know, you clean, so you're supposed to be treated a certain way, and if you was with me, or, you know, I don't see how that man was treating you like that. I'm thinking this is cute. This is exactly what she needs, but we already see the setup. Why are you trying to play games with us? We're not stupid. We already see the setup. So then they go to music because Booby's working on music. So I said, okay, all right. Because he was saying how, you know, Keisha only knew really the basketball Booby, but my friend Brooke, she's known me forever since we were kids, so she knows that I've always had a passion for music. So I said, all right, so let's just hear this already. Why are you trying to go and create this whole sob story? I just want to hear the music and see if it's decent or not. So then he's going, and I said, okay. And then she chimes in. I said, okay, this would be cute if I felt like it was really, truly organic. Is it possible? Absolutely, but I'm just looking at this like, oh God, this show feels so set up that I can't believe anything. But the song is real, and from what I heard, it's good. And dare I say, I appreciate the fact that I'm not hearing auto-tune. I said, oh my God, this is what an actual rapper who's a male who's of a certain age, his natural voice sounds like? That isn't Kendrick? Or J. Cole? Or, you know, a couple others. But still, and Chance, because Chance's voice is very distinctive on its own, so, but, oh, but then, aside from that, I'm thinking, oh, they're hugging, oh, this is cute, again, I already see the setup. I don't know how I feel about the setup, but I do see the setup. How long do you think before they actually, I give it 2 episodes max. Max, meaning the next episode that could be the case. Speaking of Max, Tiara, she has a scene with Cisco, and Cisco's just like, all right, so what's going on? What's good? What do you mean, baby? Look, what happened with you last night and how you've been acting ever since we've been back in LA? It's weird. In Miami, you were cool. In New York, you were cool. Now, you just seem kind of off. And I've been hearing some things about you having a problem, having a drinking problem. If you have any type of problem, just let me know that I can be here to help you out. I don't have a problem. Why are you going to stress me like that? You see, when you're talking about these things and talking about my feelings, I just want to drink. And I said, bingo! If you don't want people to think that you have a drinking problem, then don't say things like that. TT, don't say things like that, because that's what's going to make people really think, okay, we need to get this girl into a program right now, or else she's not going to make it. And that's the thing. Cisco said, look, I was alcoholic myself and did the prescription pills. I'm thinking, Cisco, again, now knowing his actual background, I could easily see that. And that's unfortunate. So I guess shout out to him for getting himself off of that. I don't know if his, the mother of his children also helped or not. She may or may not have. But, shout out to Cisco for that. Now, he said, look, it's because I've been through stuff and I don't know what you've been through, so I'm not trying to go and put it on you. You need help. I don't know what it is, but you need help with something and you're not willing to tell me. I'm thinking, of course not. She doesn't really trust you. But then again, Tiara, even with people that she trusts, she doesn't let them in. She is guarded. So he says, I'm going to help you out. We're going to figure this out. I looked at this like this would be cute if I felt like it was truly going to make a positive impact. A long-lasting positive impact. And maybe it does. But just not the way that he thinks it's going to. So then we're at the strip club. And Lucci is there with Alexis comes over. She says, I'm not pregnant. And I'm happy about that because being with you, well, that's okay. But that baby mama, she gotta go. You need to cut it. Excuse me? Yeah, you need to cut it. Because I can't deal with that. Deal with the baby mama. No. Here's what you're going to have to do. If we're going to continue to be together, because we haven't talked in like a week, which is weird, because he was even saying, I thought I was going to have to move on in my life, because a week's time? Jesus. I wasn't sure what to do with myself. I'm thinking, what? Is this real or something? This must be casual, because what type of relationship is... Anyway, we move on to the Brooke, and she's looking good as usual. No, she's looking extra good tonight. I looked at Brooke like, And she did that on purpose. She did that on purpose because here comes Marcus. Marcus, he's there. He's looking at her like, Jesus. And I'm looking at her like, Jesus. We're looking at her like, Jesus. She's looking at him like, gotcha. She gotcha. She wanted to make sure that he feels. He went and got his friend's pad, that pool, that view. Oh, that was beautiful. I said, dang, was that Ty? I don't know who it was, but it was someone with real money. Because that place was nice. That right there was nice. Very nice. I said, this is nice. And she talked about how you went and got the divorce. Cute. Even though you told me you were originally divorced. Okay. But then now I find out that you were going and bum rushing around town with some paralegal, with some hoe paralegal. I said, excuse me, why are you still coming after that girl? Why are you still going after Jade? Like, the fact that I have to go and defend Jade irks me. And because it's you makes it even worse. Think it. You know that this is Marcus's fault. Not if you knew about each other. So why are you going and acting like, you just want to be mad. You just want to be mad. So I guess we're just going to have to let you be mad. Now, She acknowledges that, yes, at the end of the day, there's Marcus, but she wanted to make something very clear. She told him, even if I had panties on, and it took Marcus to think about it. It's like, even if you had panties, oh, you're not gonna drawers on. We're doing that tonight. I won't be doing anything with you. You looked at her like, I know I did some trash stuff. But you see this place? I don't got you flowers. Even though I looked at those flowers, I said I can get better flowers at ShopRite. Definitely at Whole Foods. I mean, I could have Amazon Primed it. Actually, Amazon same day, some better flowers than that. I looked at this like, dude, did you just do this last minute? Come on now. Come on now. But she didn't take the flowers. She took her drink. She said, you know, I'm going to the studio with Booby. He looked at her like, excuse me, Booby. So you're not going you're going to the studio with no panties on to be with Booby. Okay, got it. And I was thinking the same thing. Like, is this really life right now? Does this really make sense right now? Because apparently it was early in the morning, which again, oh, none of this made sense. So now he takes his butt over to where A1 is and also Solo is. Solo and A1 are friends, so that's why Solo is there. This is when he talks about all the stuff that he did, and I'm glad that A1 said, you realize you were wrong, bro. Bro, you realize you were wrong for what you did, and she does have a right to be mad, so she's gonna stay mad. And he's like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe you're right. I think, really? Really? So then Solo, well, A1's like, you know what? It's crazy because I have this meeting with Keisha Cole, and my wifey doesn't want to go and let me work with any of the female artists. And they both looked at him like, you better go. You gonna let her block your blessings? Keisha Cole's an established artist, has actual monster hits. And because baby Lyrica's gonna be upset and pressed, you lose the business opportunity, money that would go into the family. Like, I'm getting itchy just thinking about what? No. So then Solo, Lucci's over there like gyrating because when he talks about all the women trauma and drama, I guess it's traumatic for what he's been going through. He's talking about how, look, Marcus looked at him like, what the? Is he doing okay with it? Did he sniff something? Like, what's good? I was like, no, it's not that. He has some baby mama issues, and his current girlfriend's Alexis Sky. Oh, so you're in that whole bit. Oh, got it. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, it's just crazy because I have to go in little deals and stuff. And she's the first woman that I actually went public with. So I can understand why the baby mom's tripping a little bit, but Jesus. I'm thinking, all of this just sounds dumb. This sounds dumb. So we're moving on. We're moving on to back in the studio with Booby and Brooke. They're going and recording the song, and they're talking about how they have some feelings for each other. Brooke's saying, you know, Booby was with his wife, so I definitely wasn't looking at him like that. And before then, never really looked at him like that. But now him and Keisha are over and done with, I said, they're not divorced yet. Don't get caught up, because he's not divorced either. Jesus. Yet, their relationship is definitely done, but the divorce isn't finalized at that time. Booby's saying, well, you know, Brooke's been looking good. She believed in the music part. I appreciate her. She looked good. I mean, if Mark is going to go and do all that mess, then maybe she can deal with a guy that respects her. I'm thinking, yeah, you learned your lesson, didn't you? You learned your lesson, not going to do the same mess you did with the next one. I hope not. I really hope not. So then they get close. They look at each other. Then they look down. Then Brooke looks up. And then Booby looks up at her. It's like, oh, Jesus. And yet, still no kiss. Still no kiss. So, just over it. So then Keisha, can I say my favorite part of having Keisha on the show is her confessionals? Because I feel like the confessionals are where, you know, they give everyone, you know, something to drink. They give everyone some liquor. They give them a B12 shot to make sure that energy is up. So Keisha's just like, yeah, Man, I'm just going with my styles, doing my compadre Zell. No, he always get caught up in some mess, but I'm like, Keisha. That's what we want to see. But in reality, she's talking to Zell and looking at him like, what the? Because Zell's going to mile a minute. He's going to mile a minute, just like how I do, at least on here. And Zell's talking about how, at the end of the day, it's crazy because I went and I was dealing with Masika. Me and Masika were cool, but now we're not cool anymore because I was talking at Alexis guy. This was when she threw drinks at me and a cheap purse. I mean, how are you going to throw a cheap purse at someone like me? No, because Keisha was there in the first place because she has her album 11/11 reset, and she wanted to go and get the image right for, I guess, the album release, or the listening, or maybe with the new record label listening, whatever the source, because now she's on Epic. But I wonder how that's going to work out for her, since I feel like L.A. Reid was the only one who really cared about singers on Epic. So we'll see what happens there. Now, we get into this, if you're not a rapper or hip-hop artist, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, we get into this whole thing of Zell just rattling off everything that's been going on, that Masika still invited him to this weird, to her launch party, even though they're not cool. And he's thinking about going, but he's not sure. He's not sure if he wants to be paid, sure if he wants to be professional. And she's like, you know what, Zell? Why do you always do this stuff? You like to get into some mess, don't you? You like to get into some mess. You like to get into some drama. And boy, you're supposed to be more grown than this. You're supposed to be more grown. It's like, I know, but I'm messy. And the thing is, it sells much, but now I'm starting to be entertained by it. I am. Not when he goes a mile a minute and starts fighting people, but just the whole anime part, I can appreciate it. I can now. She just tells him, you need to chill out, because he was calling Mr. Ray roly-poly, or what was it? Blinking, big and plumpy. I don't know what he was calling him, but he did say something that made me laugh. So we're going to move on from that to, Nikki Baby. Nikki Baby's having this photo shoot. She has it with Alexis Sky among some other models. And so then Nikki Baby's talking to Alexis, and Alexis is letting her know, she thought that she was pregnant. Oh, but no, she's not. Okay. Yeah, and how do you feel about that? Well, I'm happy, because I didn't want to go be with someone who actually has been with for a month. I mean, that's crazy. Thinking, yeah, it sure would have been. Trifling. Next thing she knows, because she was talking about the baby mama drama, the baby mama Sarah, as in Lucci's, ex, comes in, and Sarah wants to pop up. So it's like, yeah, I found you where you were. I'm thinking, you traveled 5 hours just to do... Mona, who'd you call? Someone must have called her to tell her, all right, it's happening at this exact time. Make sure that you come in here. We'll get you the clearance, because it's a closed set. So someone had to let her in. That's why I'm like, come on now. Nikki's looking at this like, this actually wasn't part of the plan. Like, what is going on? Lucci let us know that Sarah doesn't play. Sarah's about that life. Because Sarah, when she was talking, she quickly started to take off the earrings. She only got one off. She took off the earrings. She moved the bag. I said, oh my God. She's about it. She about it. And I know Alexis isn't. I don't care what she says, how she acts. She is not. And so she was doing a lot of yap. The baby, Sarah was doing a lot of yap. But Sarah was ready to go. Alexis wasn't coming with that energy. And I was okay with that, because she doesn't... I don't want someone to go and just fight just because they feel like they have to. If they fight, it should be because that's what they want to do. That's what they truly have on their heart. I don't feel like Alexis has it on her heart, especially for Sarah. Sarah looks like she doesn't care. Sarah looks like the type where if you knock her dead in her face, she'll look at you and do right back. So security took her out. Alexis kind of got crunk when security was taking Sarah out. I said, that's not how you do it. Nikki Baby, yeah, tell them to take them out of there, but that's not how you do it. So now Keisha's manager, no, the A&R for Epic Records, Erica, another Erica, but we like this Erica. Erica, she's telling Keisha, look, there's this new guy. The album just needs something a little bit more up-tempo, obviously radio-friendly. crossover-ish appeal. So here comes A1. A1 comes in with, I don't know what it was around his neck. This very colorful, furish scarf balls thing. I said, I expect nothing less. I expect nothing less. And it was, I guess, a creative talk, because Keisha and A1 are talking about, okay, well, Keisha's album's pretty much done. A1 says, like, you know what, I'm working with Ty. I saw what you were doing with French. And Keisha's like, you know, Ty Dolla $ign, like his vibe, definitely want to go and work with him. So they're on the right. They're there. They're there. I'm thinking this is all great. This is all beautiful. But what will happen with Lyrica? Because they want to talk about how, you know, at the end of the day, she said that I can't sign a female artist. What about just working with a female artist? This is, semantics. All right. All right, semantics. Got it. But I like it because I feel like they could come up with something cool. I do. Because it sounds like she already has something in mind and she just needs it to be turned from a ballad into pop or hip hop or something. Tara Marie, we're thinking, oh, she's going to rehab? And oh, Cisco's doing it? No, Cisco's taking her to a spa to give her a vitamin flush. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a gouge. That's what that is. And he's like, you know, whatever she needs, I got her. I appreciate the gesture. Because, right, he doesn't know her. He doesn't know her to be an alcoholic. But she can use some help. And this stuff, apparently, it does help with curbing the cravings of wanting alcohol. Because you're not, well, dehydration and all this other stuff. Because that's what they say. When you usually want certain things, it's because you're deficient in minerals. So I get it. And he had to, you know, wean himself off of stuff. So this has probably helped him. But I said, beloved, this goes deeper than you know. It really does. And of course, Sarah, you feel better. Of course. You just been eating regular food and either drinking water or drinking something spiked. So of course you're dehydrated and you don't have the proper mineral. Oh, just putting a Band-Aid on a gouge. But now we're at Masika's event. And everyone who's supposed to be there is there. Masika's happy that her friend Moniece is there, but she's kind of paying Zell somewhat dust. And Zell's just like, oh, okay, all right, I got it. But Zell took it like a trooper. I said, this level of petty is unnecessary. You invited him and you're still going to act like, all right, you're supposed to be grown people. Okay. But then Zell, as soon as he sees Mr. Ray, that's when it goes left. That's when he's now all over the merchandise. He's on the table. He's like, oh, this table's cheap. This party is boring. So I need to go and do something to liven it up. I think it's Zell. I get it. Your personality, your big personality. But come on now. We're doing a little bit too much right now. At a friend's event. But then Mr. Ray is getting upset, saying, well, you know what? Why do you take your boss's clothes and resell them? Why do you take your boss's credit card and charge it up? You're a fraud. You're a scammer. You're a booster. Zell saying, okay, Penguin. Okay, Roly-Poly. All right. Ooh, dang. You're having trouble breathing, aren't you? Zell is funny. I had to give it to him. But then Mr. Ray throws a drink. Then they start throwing stuff back and forth. I'm thinking, Masika, get out of the way. Do you really want to get hit? No. Get out of the way. So that's the end of that. Zell gets escorted out. He's done his job as far as inciting drama and pissing someone off. Masika's more upset at Mr. Ray, and I'm glad she is. I'm glad, because she expects nothing less from Zell. But Mr. Ray, and she's paying him, and he's acting the fool? Nah. So that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe.